January 3rd, 2025. First day of the rest of your life. All right, let's hit Nations Ford Road and go look at a property that we've got to check out.
Bourbon Street is back open with new barricades and a heavy police presence at the French Quarter.
You have to chase your opportunities, all of them. When the guy that owns that house that I was just looking at reached out to us, Eric called him, went through our regular intake process to get his information, basic information about the house, why are you selling, that sort of thing. Eric sends that over to me, and I remember that day I was tired, it had been a long day. The intake form came over, and one of the critical things in our house partners operation is you got to be fast. You have to call people when they reach out. You've got to get back to them quickly because there's so many automated home buying operations out there now that, you know, like Zillow, you can get an offer on a house in 3 minutes. A lot of times it's a bullshit offer, but you can get an offer in 3 minutes. So we got to be quick. I was tired and I didn't want to follow up with the guy, and I read through his intake form, and we asked several times in several different ways, why are you selling this house and why not list it with a realtor? We're trying to figure out people's motivation for, you know, looking for cash offers as opposed to taking the traditional route and selling it with a realtor. And so the owner's answers to those questions were basically, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. I don't really have any motivation to sell this house. I don't have a mortgage on it. I've got a tenant in it. Everything's fine. I don't care if I sell it or not. And I remember thinking, oh God, what a waste of time. And we do have some time wasters. We have some tire kickers that call us occasionally, who, you know, don't actually want to sell their house. And we do have a fair number of people who do want to sell their house, but they're better off listing it. That's why we have realtor partners that we refer those folks to. But anyway, I didn't want to call the guy. I felt like it was a waste of time based on his responses. But I called him anyway, and he reiterated the same thing to me. I don't really need to sell this place, you know, unless I can get a real premium price for it. I'm not going to, so on and so forth. And then I was like, oh God, this is totally going to be a waste of time. But I went through the process anyway, and we're under contract to buy that place. We're under contract to buy it at a good price. A side story that I'll tell you about it later. We're under contract to buy it not only for less than we thought we would pay, but for less than a competing offer. There was another offer on the property significantly higher than ours. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, the point that I wanted to make for now is you can't act like you know what's going to happen when you have an opportunity. That's, you know, if you're applying for a job or you're going to ask somebody out on a date or anything, like you can't go, oh, well, I'm not even going to bother asking because I already know what they're going to say. That's bullcrap. We don't know. We never really know what the other person is thinking or how they're going to react, but we often act like we do, and we modify what we're doing based on our presupposed outcome to the situation. And when we do that, we miss opportunities. Damn it, I'm guilty of the very thing that I was talking about this morning. I just called a guy who wants a cash offer on his house. Called him on my fancy headset here that I use for the phone number that it's a virtual number, runs through my computer. Anyway, I called the guy, and his asking price is way, way, way out of line with what it's worth. He wants $185. It's worth $140 on a good day with the wind blowing in the right direction, and there's a lot of similar sales to justify that number. So I called him and I said, hey, sorry, can't make you an offer. And then I hung up the phone, and then I reminded myself how dumb that was. That is an opportunity that I did not chase. Well, I didn't offer the guy. I said I could have offered him $100,000. What if he had said yes? What if he had taken it? And I bought a $140,000 place for $100,000. Now I know in this case from telling that guy that he wouldn't have taken that. It's actually a little less than what he owes, but he might have sold it to me for what he owes on it. Who knows? And now I'm kicking myself because I should have said, hey, listen, I'm sorry, but we're nowhere near where you'd like to be. I can't offer you $100,000. And I should have shut up and see what he said. He might have said no. He might have said, fuck you. He might have got pissed off and hung up the phone, but what do I care? I'm never talking to the guy again anyway. I should have, absolutely 100% should have made him an offer. And that is a mistake that I will not make.